Hello everybody, SeKo Drinkcraft here, giving another replay of my journeys through the basement of the Starcraft ladder. This is a game against a Terran. We are drunk, the top left, and me in the bottom right. Omniscient is the blue Zerg. Now, I'm still sticking around in my gold league, going up against a variety of opponents. People kind of on the good and on the bad. In this game here, it's against the Terran. It's the first Terran I played this day. So, not too sure really what to expect. Gonna play pretty straight up to start with. Send out my early drone scout. I love doing it against Terrans. Sometimes you just kind of get lucky and block stuff. Pardon me. And we've got a pretty standard opening from We Are Drunk as well. Make the drones. Overlord. 2 more drones. And where's my guy? There he is. I like hotkeying my observer, and usually whoever my second drone is, I'm gonna make the hatch so that way I can maneuver them while I'm focusing on building stuff. Right now I'm trying to delay him putting down his barracks, which is fantastic. You can see his money going up a bit there. I almost stopped that in time. And I'm just gonna run away with this. I see he's repairing, so I'm just going to do a few pokes, have a bit of fun with it. And I should be throwing down my hatch. There we go. Few little hits there. My guy obviously regenerates, so give him a little bit of time. He'll be back in the game, which is nice. Give himself an extra couple of hits. He built the supply depot to keep me out. But maybe he's not paying attention to it or something, because I'm gonna get this supply depot without canceling it. $300 for me. So I'm gonna keep going after it, I suppose. Almost killed him before the barracks went down. And pow! 2 kills. Alright, gonna build a wall up. Let me go after him again. I got some time before that happens. Spawning pool going down, more drones. The most heroic of all drones. And he acknowledges that. This guy comes out just not in time. I didn't really know what to say back to him. Like, yeah, bitch. So I just kind of, yup. Hatch going down. Spawning pool is about to pop. So gonna jump into this big economy. I bought myself a pretty good lead. Just gonna send out this guy to scout, which is a good idea, I think. And I should be popping out a couple of queens here right away. Or at least 1 queen. Oh yeah, there's my overlord. And my second queen. Fantastic. And more drones. So units wise, I'm quite ahead on workers because I killed 2 and distracted him quite a bit. And he's going to be moving into Tech Lab and Factory. Here comes the 1 Marine. At this stage of the game, I think maybe he'd come in with a couple of Marines, but Queens are pretty beefy. And having such a beefy unit keeps you going. So obviously I see that coming, and I don't want to lose somebody really easy. So I'm going to pull these over and do a drone drill, but great timing on the Queens. So these guys just go back to work, no worries. Inject. Fantastic. Another big swell of drones. And he's moving into Hellion and Blue Flame production. I don't see this a lot. Most people opt to get, you know, multiple Hellions out from a reactor. That guy goes down. Because you could get 4 Hellions at the same time that you could get 2 in Blue Flame. And sometimes just having more is great. I mean, that's just my thoughts on it. So anyways, going for the Blue Flame Hellions. Have these guys over here for scouting later. And I'm going to throw down a Roach Warren. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a bust. I got him so far behind that I'm going to go and build a ton of roaches and see what I can do. I'm going to send this guy into scout. I'm hoping that I get there before siege mode or anything else funky. So going to build enough overlords to give myself the supply to make a pile. Roach Warren coming down. And this guy comes completely uncontested. Get omniscient.
Our forces under attack.
So I see the command center. I don't see the factory. I only see one gas though. There's the factory. It's at the front, so I'm figuring hellions. If he was going for tanks off one gas, he's gonna have virtually none anyways. So expected to lose this guy. Not a big deal. He sends in some hellions to try and do some damage. He doesn't end up getting any kills yet. One of my roaches pops out to help out. Send the queen after them. There's the blue flame. He hasn't got any kills yet. One kill. So he only ended up getting one kill for those two hellions. So I'm not too worried about that. Popping out roaches and roach speed. I don't know if I'm going to actually use the roach speed. Maybe for a follow-up. Do I have speed yet? No. I'm going to go for the roaches. I'm probably going to push up before the speed finish because I just don't have a lot of time before he reacts now that he knows the roaches are there. And it's more than just a couple of roaches for defense. So I still don't see what he's doing, so we'll go back to full vision. He is building something really funny, and I've never played a game against somebody who does this. Planetary fortress at the natural. And that's kind of fun, right? I mean, if he thinks I'm going to go for an all-in, that's a great move. If he doesn't, then that's just a terrible waste. Here comes a lot of roaches. What am I doing behind this? Lots of drones behind this. I'm not worried about a follow-up with this piece. Keep my injects going. What's my energy doing? Low energy, a couple of creep tumors, which is helpful. And I'm going to throw down a couple of crawlers for defense at the back. I see this army, and that's nothing, but then I see the planetary, and he's already got people pulled to defend it. So I can pull back, but I'm going to go for damage, because I need to get some damage in. So I'm just going to hold at the top of the ramp. See what kind of damage I can do. Go to the units tab. I end up killing, a good chunk of SCVs, which is fantastic. I lost all my roaches fairly cheaply, but if we look at his units, I've got almost three times as many workers, and he's got no army. I don't have an army either, but I'm not worried about it at this point. Good amount of workers, some little toasted. Good amount of workers. And what am I going to be moving into next here? Production tab. Spire tech. And we're going to get a bit more gas. Move my creep out a bit further. And I'm going to go for a couple of hatcheries. Getting my speed now and some lings. I really just want this for control of the map. You should be injecting stuff. Okay, my injects apparently aren't timed up super well. So what has he got right now? One hellion, he's just gonna go to see what's going on. I'm sure this is actually a really good composition. Like if you had lots of marauders and hellions earlier on in the game when I didn't have the units to be able to deal with it, I'm sure he'd be in pretty good shape. He's still building SCVs, which is great, to get his economy back. He's gonna come in just in time to see this making and not do much about it. My lings don't have speed yet, so that guy doesn't have a really good chance. What else am I doing right now? Speed's about to finish. I built a macro hatch. I learned a great lesson that this is a really bad place for a macro hatch right next to another building on the bottom. And here he is moving out with a good size army. Send this guy up here to see what's going on. And he gets fried. These guys are down here. Now I didn't see the marauders, I just saw the hellions, so I wanted to go for a surround. They didn't do really well. A little bit of damage, but they really didn't get much done. So am I gonna have to sacrifice this? Probably, but I have 10 mutas coming out. Big pile of lings. I like this move. Marauders will cut through that really fast. Cut out the creep tumors, which is nice. Queens and the crawlers at the front of this position and move all my queens down. There's my mutas. So grab them all. And I'm going to send out the lings as well, just to surround and kill all this stuff off. Building more workers behind this. And I'm going to send in my mutas to try to do some damage. These guys go home, which is probably good. The guy saw the mutas. Does he even have an engineering bay yet? Yes, he does, somewhere. There it is. And I'm throwing down a pile of turrets. These guys are looking for a third. I know he's got a planetary, so I'm not running him into the natural. And I get here in really good timing. Units-wise, he's got 23 SCVs. That one goes up, so I'll come over here and take this out. I'll park right over top of the turret. Stop it getting made. And the guy's panicking a bit. I mean, he's got workers sitting around, not doing anything. I've got enough mutas. I'm just going to go for the turret. Lose one muta. It's fine. So he's building Vikings to defend against this. I really don't like Vikings as a defense against mutas. I mean, he's controlling them really well, but they don't deal damage fast enough to really matter. He's only got 7 workers left. I'm going to take out this reactor just to slow down production, because I see that's the only thing making things right now. I might lose a few mutas, but I'm not too worried. Behind this, I've got a pretty good economy going up. I'm going to run these home because I've made a few more to add to the pile. Queen coming down for injects. I've got to put some people into gas. What am I making right now? More mutas, more overlords. I've got plenty of supply room, which I'm glad I did on this game. This is why I don't like building hatches down here. Apparently, they just get slammed and can't do anything. So that was a bit of a boo-boo. Here comes the hellions. But he's got a little bit of bad timing, as my mutas are going to move out right in time to intercept him. So did a lot of damage to that. I mean, that's enough blue flames to kill. He's got 1 drone. I think he only got 1 drone out of that. So, yeah. Where's the kill tab? Units lost? I guess I've lost a lot of units. He's lost a lot more. Production-wise, crawlers for defense, +1 for my mutas. Enough mutas to not really worry about it. Once again, I have pretty good timing coming back up here just as he's building more turrets. He's got the 3 Vikings. Now, they're kind of cool to do the Vikings if you've got the support behind it of enough of these missile turrets. I'll kill off more SCVs. He's down to 3. Man, I didn't realize he didn't have any workers down here because I didn't even go after it. Yeah. So this guy's still in this game. Expanding again. Another big pile of mutas. Gonna go after the supply depots because why not? I didn't realize this guy was this bad off when I was playing it. I probably would have left by now. Got my gas and good saturation down there. War drones coming out. Yeah. And he GG's now. GG bad. This was a good example of the high-low caliber you sometimes run into when you're playing at the bottom. I liked the game that I played. These guys should probably be transferred. Yeah. But I had a really good economy, kept up on the defense, didn't lose much to harassment, reacted well, and the mutas obviously turned out to be a good call. Anyways, until next time, SeKo Drinkcraft, signing off.